All right, peace, brothers and sisters. So, as you see, this video is called Two Cups, Blood and Soul. I'm gonna try to make this video under 10 minutes so the people on TikTok can watch this video. But if I don't make it under 10 minutes, then please go watch the video on my YouTube channel. Okay? So, in Matthew chapter 26, verse 26 through 39, the Lord speaks of drinking from a cup twice. He says that he will not drink of this cup anew until he drinks it again in his Father's kingdom. So right here, he's telling us he would drink the cup twice. Now, he also said that this was the blood of the New Testament. So when the Lord said he would drink of the cup twice, the Lord had to die twice. When he drank of the first blood, he tasted his own blood. That's really what the cup represented. He tasted his own blood because he was sweating blood. Not only was he sweating blood, but he was beaten. So he tasted his own blood. Okay? And we have the blood of the new covenant. Keep that in mind. Look at my second point. Exodus chapter 29, verse 39 speaks of two lambs being killed. This is why you must know the laws. The laws prophesied of what your Lord would do. In Exodus chapter 29, verse 39, it speaks of two lambs being killed. One was killed in the morning, the other was killed in the evening. These two lambs represents the two deaths of your Lord. The New Testament represents the new day, which is morning. Okay? What is a new day? It's morning. You had two lambs killed, one in the morning, one in the evening. What does evening represent? The end of the world, the end of the day. Okay? So the lamb in the morning has already been killed. That's why the Lord said this is the blood of the New Testament, which was the new day. That was the morning lamb, but then you have an evening lamb. The evening lamb will appear in the end of the world. You can find that in Hebrews chapter 3. This is my third point. Hebrews chapter 9, verse 24 through 28. It says the Lord will appear once in the end of the world. He will appear once in the end of the world. It said for those of us who look for him to appear a second time. But you don't understand how he's going to appear a second time. He had to lay his life down again. A lot of people are not ready to receive that. Okay? But if you go, here's my fourth point. In Numbers chapter 6, verse 1 through 4, it speaks of wine and strong drink. This was the covenant of a Nazarite. Wine and strong drink. It speaks of two different drinks. Wine and strong drink. Numbers chapter 6, verse 1 through 4. The wine is made from grapes. Strong drink is made from corn. Now watch how I prove this. You can make liquor from grapes, but you can make moonshine from corn, right? That's what they call it in the old days, moonshine, right? Look at my fifth point. Keep that in mind. In Revelation chapter 2, verse 11, it speaks of the second death. The Lord said those who overcome should not be hurt of the second death. What is the second death? If you read my sixth point, in Genesis chapter 40, verse 11, Pharaoh had a cup. Okay? In Genesis chapter 44, verse 2, Joseph had a cup. So if you know the stories of Joseph and Pharaoh, Pharaoh had a cup that wine was poured into, or grapes were poured into. Joseph had a cup. Joseph gathered all the corn in the land. His cup represents the cup of corn, which is called moonshine. So we have a cup of grapes and we have a cup of corn. You can both make liquor drinks from these two, right? Pharaoh was the king of Egypt. Joseph was the lord of Egypt. And they both had cups. Which brings me to my 7th point. The Lord is called King of Kings and Lord of Lords. That's 2 different titles. King of Kings and Lord of Lords. You can find that in Revelation chapter 17, verse 14. It says that the Lamb is the Lord of Lords and King of Kings. Your Lord had to die twice. Once as a king and once as a Lord. Okay? And that brings us to the end of the video, brothers and sisters. 2 cups. Go back and study all the scriptures, and I guarantee you'll see it's the truth. So until next time, peace and blessings.